Website design. Upgrade to responsive website design today, and give your customers the best online experience possible. With responsive design, your website automatically adjusts to the screen size of the device it's being viewed on. No more zooming in and out, or scrolling left and right. Your website will always look great, no matter the device. Get a free consultation. Contact us today at Mainstream Digicom.
What would you say to someone who's unsure about using Shopify?
My business has grown significantly since getting on Shopify.
Need an efficient web design strategy, search engine optimization, paid search engine marketing, or even social media marketing services. At JavaLogic, we make your website work for you by getting dream customers who are asking for your services. We'll find the best keyword combinations for your business so you can rank higher in the search engines when potential customers are ready to buy. We'll create and optimize your current website so that it is beautiful, easy to navigate. So when your dream customers visit, they'll want to come back again and again.
Peace, I'm Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. We're also known as the One Full Circle Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network, founded October 2011. I'm honored for this opportunity to introduce you all to the OFC, but more importantly, I'm excited for what this OFC BNI collaboration will economically do for your business, your family, and our community. The OFC is dedicated to bridging the gap between the French and the English-speaking melanated community, and to empowering the community by providing culturally adapted resources and support. But the power of the OFC is in our network. We serve a community of over 16,000 members. Our members consist of entrepreneurs and business owners, as well as individuals and families. All members are committed to supporting each other in order to create a solid economic foundation for ourselves and our future generations. Within the OFC, we understand that by supporting your business, your company will expand and will eventually create employment opportunities for our youth. Our model is simple. Members come to us for products and services, and we refer them to you. At the end of the day, we may have amazing products and services, but we need access to clients willing to spend money in our businesses in order for us to thrive. This collaboration is doing exactly that and more. Being accepted as a member of an OFC BNI chapter means that you will benefit from the powerful business-to-business networking and coaching from BNI, in addition to the constant flow of clients and support from the OFC. Like BNI says, we are stronger together. But don't take my word for it. Get involved and experience the benefits for yourself. If this opportunity is right for you, let me be the first to welcome you to the OFC community and to the BNI family. To get started with the OFC, simply sign up at ofccommunity.com. Our member success representatives are ready to be at your service. In the meantime, please remember to think of us first for all your community and business needs. Thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
Hotjar takes marketers from wondering WTF to knowing what to do next. From conversion rate.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality. What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed? You're not being prodded. You're not giving them a reward. Nobody's encouraging you. What happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing you anymore? You stop running. But what happens when you're a lion? When you're a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunt. It's the hunt that they're excited about. They like to see the gazelles run. Then boom, they take off. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time, you go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another. If you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, be what you say you're gonna be, you're gonna have to lion me out. You a gazelle, you're gonna come up short. You a gazelle, you're gonna have an average experience. You a student, I need you in lion mode. You an entrepreneur, I need you in lion mode. You trying to lose weight, lion mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode, nothing. Nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode. Nothing happens in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode, nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode like I'm coming to get you.
I wanted us to get hyped this morning. Grand Rising, everybody. I hope you guys are having an awesome start to your day. I'm so grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating another opportunity for us to be able to get together this morning. And I just ask the time that we spend, that it be very productive and efficient for all the entrepreneurs and business owners and individuals who are on the line with us this morning. So Grand Rising, everybody. Thank you for being a part of another OFC community and business team meeting. So I'm Pharaoh Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. So what to expect for this morning? First off, as we dive in, we do our tool in the tab where we have our affiliates who are here to support and to build our community. They will present themselves. They will present the services that they offer and how they could help to empower you all in terms of businesses and individuals on the line. Actually, we're a lot of affiliates online, so that's good. And then we do our tool in the tab with our business owners, where the goal is to have you introduce yourself, share your challenges, let us know how we could be of service, and type of clients that you're looking for. And again, the goal is for us to work together as a collective to help each other to build and to grow. Our sessions that we have, again, the purpose is for us to be able to network. We record all our sessions. So as we go through, I do encourage that you guys verbally say your contact information for anybody who is watching the video after the fact. And also, I encourage you guys to put your contact information in the chat. 2 reasons. 1, because we are here to network and to connect with each other. And 2, we use them as attendance. So thanks if you just do us that favor, just to pop in, let us know that you're here, put your name, contact information, so that we have it in the chat. Aussi, les rencontres sont complètement bilingues. Fait que s'il vous plaît, gênez-vous pas, expressez-vous dans la langue de votre choix. Si nécessaire, on va traduire. So guys, please feel free to express yourself in the language of your choice, and if needed, we will translate. I think I covered on all the quick housekeeping items, and you guys, obviously, everybody who's on the call, you guys do know the history and why this thing came to being. And I'm excited today because we're going to be introducing a little something new. We're working on a little pilot project, and so I am the feature for today because I do want to share some of the developments about this program and to get some feedback from you all. Once we're done that, if we have some time, we will address a little bit of what we heard from this morning. The audiobook had a lot of gems. I don't know about you guys, but I did take a lot of notes. So if we do have some time at the end of the session, we will chat a little bit about that. So I think with no further ado, I want to open us up. Grand Rising, Ken, thank you for being with us this morning.
Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. I love that analogy. Lunch and being the lion. Why? because I'm getting hungry about the opportunity to work with every single 16,000 member of the OFC across the world, teaching them how to be the lion, how to take the lunch out of their competition's mouth. And how do you do that? You do that by having sales skills. You do that by having a strategy. That's how you become the lion. You got to know what you want if you want to get the things that you want out of life. Financial freedom. Yes, you can invest in crypto, in the stock market, and real estate. But you know something? At the end of the day, investing in yourself is the number one way to become financially independent. The brain is a muscle. You got to exercise it. That's how you become a lion. I'm getting hungry just thinking about the opportunity to help every single one of you and your friends grow their business intelligently. I can be reached by text or telephone at 514-668-2320. I'm really happy that Nora and Dali have agreed to sign up to my half price investment for the month of May. Time is running out. Get with the program.
Nice. Thank you, Ken. I love it. I love it. I love the energy and love the enthusiasm. Thank you for being present. Thank you for the support that you offer to the businesses. Very much needed and appreciated. Next, let's go. Next affiliate online. We saw his video clip this morning. Preston, Grind Rising.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if I can keep up with Ken's energy this morning, but I love it. Usually I'm the one right in the beginning, but you know what? Welcome. Good morning, everybody. My name is Preston. I've been with the OFC for quite some time right now. My strength is around digital marketing. I help each and every one member of the OFC get themselves set up online, get their brand built. And there are two key things that I want to help everybody do right now. I have one mandate is to get everybody a digital business card. It's one of the most powerful marketing assets you can have. You can check mine out right in the chat. I put mine in. It has all the pertinent content, important information for your ideal customer to get in touch with you. The second thing is helping you build a reputation that you're proud of, a reputation that attracts more customers. Have you ever heard the statement that a happy customer is your most powerful marketing asset? Well, most people aren't taking the time to, you put all this effort into making happy customers, but when you do have them, you don't use them as part of your marketing arsenal. And I have a program in place to help you do exactly that with my review marketing program. So here to help each and every one of you guys kind of build two key products for you. Number one, a digital business card. If you don't have one, you can find mine in the chat. Get in touch. Let's get you set up. We currently have a buy one, get one free offer for all OFC members. So you can gift one forward to somebody else, or you can go in half with somebody else to get your own digital business card. And secondly, let's talk about your reputation marketing and how you're leveraging happy customers to get more happy customers in your business.
I love that. Reputation marketing. I'm writing that down. Reputation marketing. Yeah, building on the relationships you already have. That is awesome. And getting them to basically sell on your behalf practically. Awesome. Queen Kemba, Grand Rising sister.
Good morning. How is everyone?
Good. Just bouncing back from our day off yesterday.
I know, it was great. It was great. Lots happened on the weekend. So my name is Kemba Williams. I am the co-founder of the Keen Real Estate Group. We are an investment firm. We invest in real estate and we help you do the same. If you're interested in learning how, we offer courses, we offer education, we offer Real Estate 101 through the OFC. There's lots to learn about real estate. It's not for the faint of heart. You have to get yourself knowledgeable. You have to know what you're doing if you actually want to make money. So come learn with us, come grow with us, and we can help you with anything that you're trying to get done. We also have a great series on passive investments. So if you don't want to change what you're doing, but you want to put your money to work, there's lots of ways to do that. So we can help you with that. How to contact, you can check out my digital business card. I'm going to put it into the chat. Thanks to Preston for that. Or you can go to my website, keengroup.ca, Kean group.ca, or you can just call me up, 416-821-5765. Would love to hear from you. Would love to help you get in touch.
Amazing, thank you. The passive investment series, is that going on right now?
Yeah, so we don't have the next session scheduled, but we
Okay.
do have we will have more sessions coming up, and we may have a live session for it in September, so we'll share more information about that. We do have a property tour coming up on Thursday, so whoever's in town and wants to come by, this is the development project we're working on in Brampton. So we're sharing the vision, and people can walk the property and see what's going to come of it. So
Nice. Okay, and that's on Thursday.
yes. And aside from what I'm doing, just as a note, there is something going on in the community called there's a launch of a Canadian Council for Black Elders, Trailblazers. It's a community coming together to offer the insights from older Black people who've accomplished a lot in the community. They're sharing their stories. It's an opportunity to network and get mentored and to just learn how they've done what they've done. Judges, doctors, lawyers, everything. So, come out and learn. It's tonight, actually, from 6 till 10. So I'll share the link to all that in the chat.
Perfect. Thank you again. I was going to ask, do you know do they have a virtual option for that?
Not this time.
Okay. All right. 6 to 10, but it is something worth attending for those who are out there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Awesome. Okay, next. Okay, so that was our affiliates, and now let's dive in with our business owners. And it's good. We're a small group today, so I'll be able to share with you guys, but candidly, although people can go back and watch on YouTube after. So so next, brother Darren, Grand Rising King. Oh, you're on mute.
Grand Rising, everyone. So my name is Brother Darren, and I am a travel consultant. So you might be wondering, what's the point of using a travel consultant, or why should I use one? But travel consultants, we work with you. We work to help you find the best deals on flights, vacation packages, and it doesn't matter where you're located. You could be located in Toronto, Ottawa, anywhere around the world. We work with you to find the best travel deals. It could even be car rentals, hotel stays. So a travel agent works with you. We have your back. We support you from the process from A to Z. The moment you say you want to look for a trip, I'm there to support you, to have your back in anything that you're looking for. And another thing is you might say, well, I'll just wait until last minute and book my trip at the last minute. But last minute sometimes doesn't always work, because last minute, the prices end up being higher. You miss out on the special, you miss out on the price. And as travel consultants, we're always researching and looking at the price. We're always looking at the systems. So we can alert you and be like, okay, you know what? I found an amazing deal for you. I found an amazing price for you. And that's why it is important to use a travel consultant. You can contact me at 514-298-8571. And I am available also at my agency, Vasco Voyage and Réunion in La Salle. It's in Carrefour and Réunion in La Salle. And you can email me as well. Also, if you go to the website, Vasco and Réunion, you'll find my contact details on the website there as well. And you will also see my email. And if you go to the website, you can also stay tuned on travel deals. You just click subscribe, put your email, and you will get travel deals, alerts on cruises, flights, the whole works. Anything travel related, just click subscribe on the website, and you will receive emails, newsletters to your emails. Also, Jam and Jerk.
Oh yeah, okay. And hold on, let me reset your counter. I do know Jam and Jerk, they aren't present, but yeah, but you can give them a shout out and plug them as well. And seeing we're a smaller group today, I'm definitely being flexible with the time, so you guys go ahead. So yeah, so Jam and Jerk, go ahead. You can play.
So Jam and Jerk is a Caribbean restaurant. I was actually able to help out this week and last week at the restaurant, so I got to see for myself. And I'm telling you, Jam and Jerk, the jerk chicken is #1 hot seller. The jerk chicken, they do jerk wraps, they do jerk chicken wings, fried chicken wings, even shrimp. There's patties. We recently started selling vegan patties, Sue. We made
Nice.
yeah.
Great.
So her patties, somebody came in last week, bought a dozen, came back the next day and said they enjoyed her vegan patties.
Nice.
So definitely pass by Jam Jerk. The hours of operation. Right now we're trying to get more staff. We're trying to build a team. Staff, if young people are interested and want some work experience, come on by. We're willing to train, work with you, put you in the kitchen. And yeah, you can get some work experience at Jam and Jerk. The hours of operation is Monday to Friday currently. We're looking to open on Saturdays. Eventually, it's coming. And yeah, Monday to Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. But also, if you know you're in the area and you want some food, call ahead. We'll put you a plate of food. First timers always get something special.
Nice.
So if you come, you're a first timer, tell them I'm a first timer and you'll get an extra surprise too.
Okay.
So why not come to Jam and Jerk? And right now, Thursdays and Fridays, we're open until 8 p.m.
Beautiful. Darren, thank you for sharing, and thank you for sharing for Jam and Jerk as well. We appreciate you. That's what community is about. And for staff, I do know that we have Fabian Trotman within the network who's also looking for work. So if you want to reach out to him, he participated last week. And so he could be he did mention, he does have even a subsidy through the government, so to be able to be hired, and the hiring company will be able to get a bit of a discount off of his wages. All right, so if you need that contact, please let us know. It'll be our pleasure to create that bridge for you.
Definitely. And also just want to put it out
also,
there.
Your 2 presentations in.
Just wanted to put a quick thing out there. Youth, if you're looking for summer employment, there's opportunity for youth who need summer employment in a basketball camp. So if youth want summer employment, they're serious, dedicated, and are interested in basketball, let me know and I will pass the information to the hiring manager.
Oh, thank you. That could be something that my son might be interested in. So all right, so that definitely we will follow up on that as well. So thank you for that plug as well, Darren. You're sharing all kind of gems today.
Definitely.
All right, thank you. Summer employment for youth. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's keep it moving. Next up, Sister Carlene or Sister Sabrina, are you guys are here to present this morning? Or are you guys guests?
I'm just guest because I'm driving, so I've got to pay attention.
All right. Well,
good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Grand Rising Queen, nice having you here.
I'm a guest too.
All right, nice having you guys here. As you guys know, we always appreciate our guests who are just present, who are here to hear what's new and exciting in the community. And when they have an opportunity, they're always welcome to share. Inga O, how are you doing?
I am great. I am out on my morning walk. Sorry, I timed it. I went a little further today because I didn't do anything yesterday. So I didn't make it back to a place where it's kind of quiet, so I can't be on camera. But I just want to say, as always, I am excited to be here. I'm excited for what we have going on. I'm a little privy to it, so I'm excited to hear what you have to say. And that there's also the 9 o'clock meeting. So I'll be on both of those. I am working diligently with Pharaoh and the OFC to be the member outreach and engagement facilitator. It's a mouthful, and I'm hoping to live up to that. So Thank you all, and I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Thank you, Inga. Oh, we appreciate you. Awesome. Who have and last but very far from the least, Dr. Dorothy Williams. The floor is yours.
Whoa, I'm running late today.
Yeah,
I haven't recovered, my friends. I haven't recovered from yesterday. I guess that's what it is.
It
and
is. We're all
I got
kinda
up.
rolling. Yeah,
I got up with a start and realized. So just to say hi, everybody. Otep, good to see everybody. I see we have an abridged group this morning. I can totally relate.
Yeah.
My company, for those who aren't aware at this point, is called blackbiblio.com. I obviously haven't had a chance to put the coordinates in the chat, but I will do that. What is my company about? Who do we serve? We serve you. My company is about trying to change the dynamics that we have in this country about who we are. Melanated community, African Canadian, however you want to describe it. We've got work to do. And it's up to us as a community to step up to the plate and to make a difference in our own homes, which is what every one of us is talking about, but also in our communities. And we have a product called ABCs of Canadian Black History Kit that we're putting into the schools to start to change the mindset, to start to begin that conversation that I believe in the long term is going to make a difference with our children, because it does take a lot of people to raise a child, and that includes the people out there that are teaching, math and history and stuff. We're not in the picture. So my kit that I created is to put us in the picture. So I'll stop there. Have a good week, everybody. I just wanted to make sure I got in. I'm like, not awake quite, sorry.
But you made it, and you're here, and we appreciate you. Yeah, it was that kind of morning for, I think, everybody. We're just
really? Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not alone then.
Good. Definitely. So thank you for being here. Thank you for what you're doing, Dr. Williams. We appreciate you.
Hi, Ken.
Hey, brother Paul, you came in right on time. You want to just let us know what you do, and you're on mute.
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Wallace, and what it is that I do is I do holistic assessment. So it spans into many things, but first and foremost, we find out where you are health-wise, and then we give you a roadmap on how to get healthier, whether it be licensed natural products or just herbal medicine, and of course, exercise and meditation. That's it.
Amazing. And contact info, Paul?
Oh, yes. Contact info. You can reach me at holisticwellness at gmail.com, or you can call 514-518-7890.
Thank you so much, Paul. And if you can, please remember to just put it in the chat as well, so that we could, anybody who wants to connect with you can do so. So quick little updates on my side. Sorry, one of my dogs needs to go out and she's making all kind of noise. All right, so quick little updates that we have going on within the community. So first off, we are in the process of doing a reassessment. So I'm really excited. So, well, first, let me properly introduce myself. Founder and director of the OFC. Glad to be here. For those who don't know, we are at the service of our community. Anything you guys need, we are a resource hub. So you come to us and we redirect you to amazing service providers within the community who are here to support and empower you all. Oh, we have a guest popping in. Okay, great. Shiata has joined, so I'll let her also introduce before I deep dive. But for us, one of the things that we're always looking for is just creating more opportunities for visibility for you all in terms of business owners within the community. So we do have our Empower Hour podcast and radio show. If you guys have not been a guest yet, please reach out. It's time to get you that exposure and visibility that we so love to do. And even having you all as features on the community and business team meetings is the other platform that we have for you guys. I also want to remind everybody that we now have the evening sessions or night sessions on our side. so that we could connect with our brothers and sisters out in the West Coast. So we have sessions now that begin at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is 7 p.m. for our brothers and sisters out in Calgary, 6 p.m. for those who are in Vancouver. All right. So now I have a cool little presentation for you guys this morning. But before I do, I want to give Shiat an opportunity. Did you want to promote Shai? Shai driving. Okay, cool. So no, so Shai is just here as a guest as well. But I always just want to plug WestCan. As you guys know, they have Carnival is Mass, Music and Movement. They have their series of workshops that's been going on within the community. And they also have a new program that they have starting up for seniors as well. So if you want any more information, just check out WestCan. I think it's westcanfolk.com, if I'm not mistaken, westcanfolk.com, or email them westcan. I think it's also westcanfolk@gmail.com. Okay, so so in terms of our presentation and where we're at, we've been working on a pilot project. So a quick little context, as you guys know, so we founded the OFC 13 years ago, and we've grown a very large network and a very large community. And our goal is to establish a solid economic foundation for our future generations. Now, while doing this work, we've come to realize a couple of things. One is that it was important to take a step back and do an assessment. And it's funny because even listening to the book today and the Atomic Habits, it's important, like as we develop habits and we develop routines, it's good every once in a while to take a step back and take stock of where you're at, just to be sure that you haven't gotten into like a mundane routine that's no longer serving the goal. So as you guys know, recently we took a step back and we asked all the members to refill the community commitment, which helped to remind the members of the values of the community. And lately we've been making it a point to also reshare the values of the community so people understand why we're here and what we're doing. Now, I'm going to play a short little video clip, about a 8-minute clip. And the clip is featuring Dr. Joan. Now, Dr. Joan is a psychotherapist, and she is the founder of the Healing Journey, the National Healing Journey. Now, I'm really excited because together now we've created a collaboration where we're going to be able to where we're developing internal programs within the OFC to help empower and heal our community. Now, what's really and why this is so vital to us as a community in terms of where we're going is that as we've been building and doing a great job of creating networks and creating opportunities for people to generate revenue and to grow and to expand, we realize that we're not necessarily hitting the mark because we haven't addressed one of the core issues that our community suffers from, which is a trauma that we need healing from, and everybody does. And it's not a black or white thing. It's something that as a society, as a community, we all have experienced a certain level of trauma that we haven't healed from, and it prevents us it's preventing us from achieving our optimal lives, living our best life experience. And that is a passion, that is a personal passion of mine, and the goal of the OFC is to help us all to live this optimal life. And so when we talk about establishing a solid economic foundation, that's because we see that as a necessary for us to be able to thrive and for our future generation to be able to thrive. But without addressing that subtle step prior to engaging the economics, so which is healing from that trauma, where again there's potential where we're going to be going through the loop again. This is Marina. So I'm going to share a quick little video clip, and later on, actually, the session tonight, Dr. Joan is going to be live with us. It's just that where she is right now, it's 5 a.m. because she's in Vancouver. So it was hard for her to be able to join us this morning, but she is going to be on the evening session. But I do have a little excerpt that I'm going to play. So you guys give me one moment, and then we'll chat a little bit about it, because we're developing a pilot project that I want to run by you guys, and I'd love your feedback on it. So give me one moment. All right. Oh, so here's that. Where is it? Your videos. Here it is. Suspense. Okay.
Thrive as a community. And then finally, I want to introduce you to my answer, my particular answer to the question of how do we effectively collaborate and work towards this building of a new thing for us as a nation. So it was FDR who said, if a civilization is to survive, we must cultivate a science of human relationship, the ability of all peoples, of all kinds, to live together, work together in the same world at peace. So let's talk about what trauma is and what trauma is not. When we go into the place of speaking about trauma, we usually go to these heightened levels of events, right? It's a massive event. Well, it can be a non-event, so I want you to keep that in mind. But when we talk about a trauma, what we want to focus on is our response, not the event itself. So a very massive event can happen, and I might perceive it in a way that it's not traumatic. Or it could be a minor event and I perceive it in a way that is absolutely traumatic. So it's not about the event, it's about the response. Here's the response. My body is going to respond. It's going to record memories, and in addition to recording memories, it's then going to also, my mind is going to respond. It's going to send information to my mind. This is my emotions, my thoughts, and my feelings, right? So those are then engaged. In addition to that, we go to a spiritual response, right? And the spiritual response is stepping out of our divine place where we can love one another, connect with one another, know who we are, and make the statement, I am, right? And as we make that statement, then we're able to stand in our position and stand in the power of who we are as individuals. So we're having these different layers of responses, and all of our responses are unique. But here's the thing I need you to understand. Your first response is your last response. That means for the earliest moment that you have a traumatic response, that will always be your response, unless it evolves in some way, shape, or form. So I just talked about this, and I'm going to speak to you briefly about the biology of fear, the biology of trauma. So I'm going to talk to you about something called polyvagal theory. Then there's the mind response, which I just talked about, and I want to talk to you about something called the mirror. And then finally, our state of being, the I am, and how that is impacted by trauma. So polyvagal theory is the science of connection. When you are in the mental health space, you can read 1 million books about mental health, and everybody will be talking about exactly the same thing in a slightly different way, right? So polyvagal theory is a biological understanding of how we respond to trauma, and it's brain theory. We have what's called our smallest brain, which is at the base of our head, our midbrain, which is the next one, and at the very top is the newest, they say, most evolved version of our brain, but it's the part that connects us all together, right? So I want to show you the ventral or vagal system is our top brain, and then in the middle is our sympathetic nervous system, and then what we call the vagal system. Then when we are in the space of the top, the vagal, the very most refined part of our brain, the spiritual brain, this is where we can say the world is safe, this is who I am. But once that is disturbed, we go down a level, and then we go down a level. Then there's co-regulation. I need to see you in order to feel safe. You need to see me in order to feel safe. And if we don't feel safe with one another, then there's nowhere for us to go, right? And when people are traumatized, 100% of us are traumatized. Not just Black people. Like 100% of humanity is traumatized, right? But we are the most traumatized. And if we are to evolve out of this place where we have been, now we need to go through a healing journey. There are 3 moments each of us are going to have to deal with, or resolve, or what I say, forgive, right? We're going to have to process it. If you experience a traumatic moment in your childhood, if it is resolved, you're good. You move on to the next one, you'll probably be good. You'll move on to the next one, you'll probably be good. But if you experience a traumatic moment in your childhood and it is not resolved, you continue in a pattern, giving you an opportunity to resolve it. If you don't resolve that one, you experience your next traumatic moment, and there's a pattern that's established. So there's a pattern of going through the same trauma again and again and again. Each is an opportunity for you to resolve it. Now, if you don't resolve both, you have 2 cycles of trauma that's happening where you're going, why am I constantly here, right? Then if that's not resolved, you go to the 3rd trauma, and now you've got this tornado that's happening. The 3rd point is when most of us have a divine intervention, like somebody actually steps in, and that is when we have to make a decision. I will choose to die, or I will choose to live, right? Remember, when you have trauma, it's not just mental. It is physical. People with cancer, trauma, right? People with diabetes, trauma. Every kind of disease that you can think of is related to trauma, right? So if we can just get out of the mindset of treating traumatic responses as just mental responses and begin to think about all the ways in which trauma impacts us physically, perhaps it will motivate us, right? If somebody has a stroke, my husband had a stroke in 2016, and everybody came in, and I felt covered with support, right? My son had a mental disorder, and everybody stayed away. No one blamed my husband or me for his stroke, but people blamed me and my husband for my child's disorder, right? Because we don't have an understanding of what trauma is, and we also don't have an understanding of all the ways in which it impacts us. So when it's physical, we're willing to support, because there's no blame, there's no shame, the body's just doing what it's trauma. But because we don't have that understanding, well, when it's mental health, oh, there's something to be scared of, right? When a person has a spiritual separation, can't even talk about God, angry at God, like we stay away from them, or we tell them stuff, we try to teach them all of these other things. It's just fear, right? But we don't deal with the issue as a complex issue together, right? So I'm not going to linger here. There's a coping response. It's called the trauma.
Okay, that was a little nugget, and I would definitely like some feedback on it, because so basically, so what we've come to realize, and with the help of Dr. Joan, is that as a community, we can heal together as a collective, but it's for those who obviously see the value and who want to. Within the OFC, we found it's a great space because we already have a sense of community. We're already working together for a collective vision. We're all not hitting the mark. And it could be there are certain fundamental things that we want to start addressing, but as a whole. So what the pilot project is that we're creating, we're kind of mushing a lot of the concepts that we've been already doing together and adding a healing component to it. So similar to like how we have our business team meetings, what we're going to start doing is creating small focus groups. All right. And the focus groups are going to be regional. So there's 2 reasons for that. So one, it's important that you get to build with people that are within a particular radius. So there's a certain bond, a certain closeness. But then also, because we're building as a community, the idea within these regional focus groups is that there are certain things, let's use the West Island, for example. There are certain things that impact the people within the West Island differently than they do the people who are downtown, or the people who are in Toronto versus the people who are in Calgary, for example. So we're creating smaller focus groups so that we can start building these closer bonds. The focus groups are going to address things like the healing. They're going to address things like emergency responses. services. Like a perfect example is we recently had an ice storm here in Quebec a couple of, I guess at this point, a couple of months ago. But the community was not equipped for it, and we were not ready for it. We weren't ready for the duration of time that some of us had no power. We're going to discuss food security, because that's a big deal for families and stuff coming up, especially the cost of food increasing. Also, like we'll address things like alternative means of financing and currency and exchange between members. Again, the goal of these focus groups is for us to build on things that are important to us as a community, as well as important to us as individuals, as families. But it's taking us a little bit outside the norm of just focusing on the business, because that the business is important and that's the bread and butter and we need that. But without addressing certain fundamental things, and the healing being one of the first ones, it's really hard to have a solid foundation to be able to build on. So the idea, it is like a pilot project. And again, we are blessed because we have a psychotherapist who is working with us to help to develop these programs. But we're going to be a one-stop shop in the sense that now when people come to us with different health ailments, so to speak, or different challenges, we will have internal programs that we're going to be able to offer to support the members of the community, where we will have to, refer them to other places. We will, as a hub, we will still continue to build with other organizations and businesses so that we can still outsource and empower and strengthen the community as a whole. But the goal is to be able to handle this specific element, because there's larger groups out there who do a lot of different business networking things. Like we have in Ontario, we have ACBN, which is one of our brother organizations. We have 3737 here in Quebec. We're now establishing a relationship with the Africa Center out in Alberta. And so these are hubs that are primarily focused on the business part. But when it comes to the social and when it comes to the healing part of our community, it's the OFC. The OFC is that social hub, is that spot where people can come to be able to have these type of conversations and to be able to get this support that's necessary for our evolution as a community. And we're really excited to be able to create this, program, to be able to create this initiative within the model. And everything we're doing, we're still going to continue doing. Our community and business team meetings will remain. Obviously, we have our holistic healing retreat, where this healing component is going to be another program that we're going to be able to offer at the retreat for those who who are going to be doing different activities and initiatives there. So it's not changing anything about what we're currently doing. It's just now we're putting one more element of focus on the well-being of our community in order to ensure that we have a certain foundation. So with that, I would like some feedback from you guys in terms of members of our community who participate with us. Your thoughts are a huge value to us. So any questions, concerns, comments? And again, this is a pilot. So this is something that we're going to be developing with Dr. Joan and with the help of the community. There's a lot more that I could say about it, but I'll pause at that just to give some opportunity for some feedback if you guys have any. And we go on to the next.
I'm all for it. Mind you, I do see for myself personally, I will have to be reserved and hold back a little bit. We already have this in place with the retreat. Well, anyways, in my mind, this is the concept that I figured that we would be running as a one-stop shop sort of a thing for a full turnaround, and basically for establishing a new, I wouldn't say a new community, but and mental health is a big part of that. That's the only thing that we haven't really addressed in I wouldn't, how to say, quantify or put down in a methodology of how do we treat a person or assess a person, or get into the root cause of what it is. Because a couple of things that she said there was very interesting. And the reason why I say I'm going to be a bit reserved is because I know that we're healing everyone at the same time. And for me, I guess maybe it's a bias, maybe I'm just flawed that way, but it's a personal thing in which I think that we got to clean up our own stuff before we can clean up other people's stuff, sort of, so to speak. We said it's not a interracial issue. However, at the same time, she did say that, we probably, melanated people have probably been more traumatized than anyone else. But when one of us is traumatized, it's 100% of us that's traumatized, because there's the other balance of it, So that's very key. That's very important. So in fixing this trauma, or I wouldn't want to go to cause and effect. I don't want to get whatever, but I mean, in fixing this, one side can fix itself. The other side has to also fix itself. And now, many a times when you don't know where it stems from, when you don't know the root cause of what triggers these traumas, then that's an issue. For one side, even though it's more traumatized, it can actually quantify and look to see where the root cause is, because everything is in the memory. Like she says, you go through something, a couple of things happen. You have a response, and then the thing is, she goes, your first response, which is your triggering and the quickening of your spirit in an emotional response, is also your last response. So, and it gets deep, but that's what I'm saying. I'm going to be reserved. I'm going to button my mouth, but I'm with the project. I'm all for it, and there's a level there that I know that everyone on this platform is going to excel and communicate properly and make that work. But I'm still reserved for the.
Okay, yeah, and thank you, Paul. I feel you. So I'll respond to that, and then I'll let Kemba speak. So first off, so you are right in terms of the retreat. Actually, this whole thing, when we started to develop it, we said the retreat is one of the houses where this is going to grow, and because we want to bring the retreat all over the world, I think it's a perfect fit, right? So that's going to be one of the things. But we did also say that because the retreat is remote, we don't want for this type of healing to really impact the globe, we do have to make it as accessible as possible. So that's why, in addition to having the physical retreat where people could unplug to go to have a full experience, we're going to create smaller little focus groups to be able to build. The other thing too, concerning like the us healing first, that is actually something that Dr. Jones does reference in another one of her speakings, where it is something that everybody needs healing within our community. In terms of the melanated community, we have experienced a lot, or a melanin dominant community, I should say, we have experienced a lot. So it is going to be a value to ensure that we're healing first, so to speak. But the fabric of what is the OFC makes it a great space, because again, we're bridging everybody who shares a certain mindset. So we're transcending race, but there's a lot of more melanin dominant members within the OFC. So it's a good space to pilot this project. But those who are not Black but also see the value in building and healing are also welcome to be able to participate. So it's not something, and so we are looking to grow within the community and expand the community, but it's coming through within the OFC first, just so to make sure that is clear. Like, you have to be a member of the OFC to be able to participate in these programs, which means that you already have a certain mindset, a certain view when it comes to building as a community. And last thing, before just to address the last thing you just said, in terms of the traumas, we're actually dealing with traumas that go even beyond our life experience, because trauma is something that is that's held within our genetic makeup. So if so we could be experiencing traumas from past life experiences that are still embedded within our physical experience right now. And so part of the process is and it's an awesome thing, I've seen her discuss it, where she helps people identify where they're storing the trauma within their bodies, and then to work through it to actually get rid of it to be able to evolve. So it's going to be an awesome thing for our community. Sister Kemba, yes.
So I think it's wonderful. I think that many communities and the society as a whole has so many avenues for addressing mental health concerns, but I think we have very few ways to address our mental health concerns. So having another resource, having a place to go is very important. And, one of the things she said was that, when her son got sick, nobody helped or nobody came. Everybody came when her husband got sick because that was an explainable illness. And I think we face this all the time. Those of us who are well do not know how to help those who are not well or facing an issue. I see someone in a community right now who I've heard about who's having a struggle, a prominent person, and they're imploding and their life is imploding and nobody knows how to help them because they're a grown person, but they're a Black woman, and it's like, you're trying to provide support, but nobody knows how to provide the right support. And by no means am I saying, Pharaoh, that the program you're putting together is the end all be all of all programs and it will solve everything, but to have an avenue to try, because a lot of the time when we're trying to address mental health issues or we're trying to solve ourselves or heal ourselves, we have to try different things. We have to try a therapist, we have to try a community, we have to try different things. But if there's only one source and it doesn't work for us, we're really left without, right? So having stuff like what you're trying to create is very important, to have multiple avenues to be able to address our health issues, mental health and just general health.
Amazing. Thank you for that. Awesome. So, and actually I could add a little nugget as well, which is a cool part of this program, is that there is a, with her background, she's able to certify people within the community. So if we have people within the community who would like to become healers themselves, there will be an opportunity. And it's so people who have a nursing background, people who have particular trades, they can get certified through her to be able to offer this training, and where it could now help to enhance their career, like their service offering. So now they'll be able to generate more revenue because they have this particular certification. That it's almost like a type of a life coach type of thing, but it's so attached to their forgive me, I don't have the exact terms, but she's going to explain it this evening. Again, I strongly recommend, if you guys can join again tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time, we'll have her live and we'll be able to ask her a bunch of questions. But the point is, she's going to be able to certify people, because the goal is to almost build an army of healers, because the needs are great, the demand is huge, but the service providers are far and whatever wide. So the idea is to be able to do what we can as a community to empower each other and to empower other healers to be able to go and do this work. And I'm really excited for this op. For those who are interested, you could just either send me a quick note or send us an email on OFC We Care. We have an outline that's drafted about the National Healing Journey. Okay, so if anybody's interested in reading up about it, you want to find out some more information about where we're going, either send us a direct message, 514-651-4545, or send us an email at ofcwecare@gmail.com, and we'll send you the outline, and then we could communicate, we could continue to discuss. But like I said, we're in the pilot phase of this program, and we'll be setting up the focus groups within the month of June. Yes, Sister Carlene, I'll give you the last comment as we're closing up.
No, just a question.
Yes.
Why it's not open? Because I thought the OFC community will be aware of that.
When is what open?
Why it is not? Because you said if we are interested, we should send an email. So for tonight, everybody's invited.
Yeah, everyone can participate. It's just right now, if you like, we're not going to send the outline to everybody, because not everyone's going to know what it's about. So it's just, so for those, now you guys are here and you found out, you know a little bit about it, and if you want to read up more about it, then we'll share it. But of course, as we develop it, it'll be available to everybody. But it's just, we don't want to send this out wildly without people knowing what the context is, where it's coming from. It'd be kind of weird.
Perfect.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And so with that, guys, again, I am so grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating another opportunity for us to be able to get together this morning and to build together. And I just ask that life just continue to bless each and every one of us, help each and every one of our businesses to grow and to expand, that it continue to be able to support ourselves, our families, as well as our community. Hotep, amen, and ashe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week, and hopefully you can make it tonight. But if not, we'll definitely be in touch soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Blessings.
Thanks. Thank you, Carlene.